Right then, welcome back. And look, she's here. Vizi, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Not bad at all, but look, honestly, this
We kind of communicated?
Yeah,
that's it, it's true.
What are we trying
There's
to achieve?
something going on, you know?
Ah, yes, well, let it
disclaim.
go on. I should disclaim. No.
I thought you were going to say something.
No.
Ah, okay.
No, let it go
She's
on.
not watching the show today, eh? Not yet.
Let's do the traffic. She's who?
Okay.
Who is she? And if she was she would be at work. Okay, so let's have a look at what's happening on Ring Road, where lots of free space is giving the impression that if you're going there now, you ought to be fine. Yeah, hasn't got crazy yet. Okay, let's look at the Tema end of the Accra-Tema motorway, a massive roundabout there. Let's see how the traffic is shaping up around that. And we're buffering. Yeah, buffer stock. Yeah, well, it'll probably pop up at some point, but on a Tuesday morning, the expectation is that it wouldn't yet have started to get to worrying levels. So far, we can only see the Ring Road, but we promise we'll give you an update as soon as we are able to get some
apologies
details.
there.
Very
okay,
sorry
see,
about that.
just when you came to sit, the traffic is moving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Accra-Tema motorway is looking at like right now. Quiet, but of course that needs to buffer so we can see the latest images. That might take some time. All right, I think we'll leave it. We're sorry about that. We have some technical problems connecting. Right then, so I have the Ghanaian Times.
Okay.
The Daily Guide.
Maybe I'll add the Custodian.
The Daily Dispatch. And perhaps I'll add the Daily Statesman.
I'll do the Graphic, the Finder, and the Independent newspaper. Yeah, that will be it. And then the Custodian, right?
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go first? Or
Yeah.
I'll
go first. I'll start with the Finder newspaper. Front page of the Finder. 102,554 registered in week 1 of NIA's mass registration exercise. Also, government equipping the youth to make them globally competitive, according to President Akufo-Addo. Ghana gets over 55% fiscal take in AGM ACA deal. Desalination costs killing Ghana Water Company Limited, according to the workers. It's also another headline on the front page of the Finder today. Really, that will be it with what's making front page headline, the Finder news paper. Let's continue with the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page of the Graphic. New notes go into circulation. 2 cedi bill not part of family. Police arrest secessionist group. Expose plans to declare Volta region independent. 4 submit bids for Ghana-Burkina Faso railway project. National Theatre honors Professor Nketia with cultural performances. On the back page of the Daily Graphic, Donko Krom Hospital they're recording an increase in deaths from snake bites. We'll share a bit of that story with you. GRMA, that's the Ghana Registered Midwives Association, appeals for equity in distribution of infrastructure and logistics. And in the center spread of the paper, Akufo-Addo launches global intergenerational dialogue in Accra. Asantehene attends mass to mark his 69th birthday. He doesn't look 69 at all. Yeah, he looks way younger than 69. If you're 69, you look that way. That's fly, man. Okay, the Custodian newspaper, and then we're
feeling the 69.
I'm feeling the 69 rough. Okay, front page of the Custodian. NDC exposed on RTI bail. NIA replies minority on Ghana card saga. Ashanti gets massive projects. Baumia prays for blessed Ramadan. Armed robbers butcher UCHI student, that's University of Ghana students. And then finally with the independence, GIPC under pressure to justify $4.91 billion FDI claim as stakeholders call for probe. Momo merchants troubled over alarming number of fraud cases and about 60,000 persons yet to pay back loan. AFB laments. So that will be it really for the independent newspaper.
So my friend in Kumasi sent me a message that for 69 to look good, you have to give as much as you receive. I'm not sure what he means.
I don't know what that means as well.
No.
You have to give as much as you receive.
But he followed up with a lot of laughter in the message. So I'm sure there's a meaning I'm
he's
missing.
your friend, huh?
Yes.
Oh,
what has that got to do with anything?
I am trying to figure things out here.
But I'm not getting it. I don't know what he means.
The best of the same feathers, they fly together.
But I don't know what he means.
I'll tell you.
I
am trying to figure things out.
Hey.
Yeah. How old is he?
You and my friend.
How old is your friend?
He's in his 30s.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Back to the papers this morning. And I have the Ghanaian Times, the Daily Guide, the Dispatch, and the Statesman. I'll start with the Ghanaian Times. And let's strive for peace on the continent, President urges African leaders. That's the banner headline. Also on the front page, month of Ramadan fasting begins. Details on page 17. Also, 8 secessionists arrested in the Volta region. These are Charles Komi Kujoji and his colleagues who wanted to turn the Volta region into an independent state. Back page. VBA seeks $20 million to build dams, irrigation projects along Volta Basin, and persons living with HIV face food insecurity. Interesting developmental story there on the back page of the Ghanaian Times. Let's have a quick look at the Daily Guide this morning. And Ufoso Ampofo leaked tape in court is the banner headline. 30% budget goes to education. That's according to the president. And Ghana and Burkina Faso open bids for railway project. Also, voter secessionists arrested. And on the back, some sports, starting with Magdan getting ITF honor. And who is the best, Ronaldo or Messi? Oh my goodness, that question has been flying around the world for decades now.
Yeah.
Right? Who is the best, Ronaldo or Messi? I know the answer. It's Pele. Okay, national caddies.
Pele is not included in the list. That's not fair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's the best footballer of all time. National caddies golf rocks Tema, and Story lifts Magdan ITF World Tour. That's it for the Daily Guide. I can now take you into the Daily Dispatch. Kweku Bakon advises NPP government it's cowardly, unstrategic to boycott Joy FM. It's Joy FM and JoyNews that they're boycotting. Yeah, but they still go to Asempa and and even the boycott cries some way. Like some people boycott, some people don't. Charlie.
Some people insist it's not a boycott.
It is genuinely unstrategic. As for the cowardly, I'll leave that to Kweku Bakon and others who agree with him. All right, I miss Honorable Kennedy Japan, according to Sarkodie. I'm not sure.
Sarkodie as in the musician.
Let me check. I'm curious. I want to know which Sarkodie. Yes. Sarkodie, the musician.
Okay.
Yes. In a recent Twitter post, he's revealed that he misses maverick politician and legislator Kennedy Japan. He says, I miss Honorable Mr. Kennedy Japan. That's it. That's all he says. Well, okay then. Ghana Water Company Limited needs $30 million to buy filters. Otherwise, also NPA's Hassan Tampuli says is a petroleum CEO for 2019. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him. Government secures $1 billion to revamp railways sector. That's according to Joe Garte. And I think, there's a story on the back as well. Manasseh was targeted with death threats after Malaysia's documentary, according to Kwame Kafem. Yeah, that's true. Okay then, let's have a look at the Daily Statesman. Banner headline, AGM Aka tail tumbles at first hurdle. Rumors about Ken land flat as Quad Energy owner clears finance minister. Did you hear any rumors about Ken Japan?
No. Involved in ACA?
Yeah.
No. Or is that an angle
It's
linking
a
him?
headline in the Daily
okay.
Statesman
Okay.
that apparently rumors about him have landed flat. Well, they must have landed very flat.
I haven't heard anything. Well, maybe some people did.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Ghana must kill political vigilantism, says Chairman Sabu. So stop calling it vigilantism. Yes, this law is going to create a bit of confusion because the language there is vigilantism.
Well, but we've heard some MPs say that they're going to raise the issue about the name.
Yeah.
So when we get to that point, I guess we will
yeah.
see some people come up with suggestion of a name change because vigilantism really doesn't represent
cover it at all.
what we're talking about. It just confuses the thing. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can do a few stories, right? Okay, this is what front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper about this new notes. Have you seen the new notes? It's an upgrade, really. Not upgrade as in the value of the note, of the cedi or the currency, but it has new features. It's an enhanced security features that they've added to this. So it's on the front page of the Daily Graphic. It went into circulation yesterday, but not so many people are either aware or have seen it. And the Bank of Ghana explains that it is a matter of demand and supply, something like that. But the 2 cedis note is missing. And according to the story, the governor says it's not part of the family. And that's why it's not part of the family is in quote on the front page of the paper. So the 2 cedi bill is not part of the family. The rest are, apparently. So I think I saw the 5 cedi note yesterday.
What's the reason why the 2 cedi bill is not part of the family?
Well, to the point I read to, well, it didn't explain. The man just said that it's not part of the family.
I see.
Yeah. So it's not part of the family, says the Bank of Ghana.
Where you want it, so the 2 cedi note does not require security, a better security.
Well, apparently so. Maybe it already has. Yeah. Don't look at me like that. I'm not a governor.
Neither am I.
Okay, so let's see. From the Western region, Doche Kobla Akrobata reports that many banks were yet to take delivery of the new notes or denominations from the Bank of Ghana. The banks visited the banks that he visited in Sekondi Takra, they were still issuing the old notes. Yeah. Some customers who spoke to the Daily Graphic said they were not aware of the new notes with enhanced features. Are we going to be hoarding the notes when we get them? That's what did I hoard? Like I kept
the 5 cedi notes.
Like each of the notes.
Oh, the new notes. Okay.
Yeah, not the new note, the old ones. That's what I did when they first came out. Just kept them in my purse, like I wouldn't spend. Yeah. So
when the 5 cedi notes, the new 5 cedi notes with Tete Kwashe on them, when those came out recently, I think I did the same thing. I kept one in my wallet for ages and ages. In fact, when somebody gave me a new wallet for Christmas and I moved everything into it, I forgot the 5 cedi note in there. And there was this one day I was at home and had no money no money on me, no cash. And I had called some guy to come and fix something and had to give him a little tip and couldn't find any money anywhere. I looked in my new wallet, looked in my old, and there it was nestled in the corner, my little 5 cedi. It was a savior.
Yeah. That thing always works.
I know.
Okay,
so,
this story, sorry.
I was just going to say, so yes, please, by all means, store them somewhere.
I will.
In a cool, dry place.
This incident on Legon campus on Sunday evening got the hashtag trending yesterday on Twitter, make UG safe place again. That story
Why
about
not just make UG safe again?
Well, maybe I haven't said it right. I'm just saying.
No, I think you
make UG a safe place again. Yes.
Yeah, you've said it right, and I just wonder why they didn't just shorten it and make UG safe again. But,
yeah. So reading some of the tweets, some of the things that some of the students were saying, essentially they wanted the general public, and I think we did. They wanted the media to come in. They wanted the public to know about it and people to talk about it. And some people said, well, the leadership of the University of Ghana, they're concentrating on making the campus green, but their attention is not on security. That's also one of the things that a lot of people were saying. So, we hope that the university had all the things that the student had to say, because campus, it's such a small community. You should be able to, you must be safe
Yeah.
on campus. And the picture about the cuts, the deep cuts on the head, I mean, it was
It's traumatic,
yeah.
honestly. And yeah, you're right. It's a finite piece of land with access control. They ought to be able to make it safe, and some more work is required. I certainly hope that it's not because they haven't cared enough. You know, that should not be the reason why they haven't been able to keep it safe. If there's some technical difficulty, there are lots of people with know-how, knowledge, equipment, technology, who I'm sure will be able to offer advice. So that the university can do what it takes to keep not just students but their staff and visitors safe.
You know, there's also the issue about the school using its own security. You know, they have their own security. And some old students yesterday said that, well, they don't allow the police to easily have access to the university campus.
You can't,
they like to keep their own
They don't have
security.
the right to do that.
But because, you know, the school security, those guys are not armed. I mean, they don't have. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, no institution can say I won't allow the police.
Well, so that's what some of the old students said. I'm not sure. Maybe that's information that we can cross-check. Because there's a police station, there's a major police unit right across
the street.
Yeah.
But there isn't one on campus, right? There isn't a police station.
Police
on
station,
campus.
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
But they made some arrests yesterday, though.
Yeah, this should be a solvable problem. I mean, making a very finite space more secure.
Yeah.
It should not be impossible at all. And I think
an exam is just around the corner. Students like to learn, study throughout, and go to their hostels or, you know, their halls at any time, and they have to feel safe.
I used to go for like discussions. That's how I used to learn. You know? I was terrible with sitting and reading, so I would go for discussions, and all my mates were in Adesha Hall, so I would have to like go there.
Could you?
Why?
Nothing.
What? Oh, it's true.
Maybe it's just the Adesha Hall.
What's wrong with Adesha Hall? It's a very nice, respectable, reputable hall. Has been around for decades.
I haven't said. What, you were what? Valco?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh yes. Okay. I was going to ask how you knew this, but of course you know a lot of things.
No,
yeah.
Not so much.
Hall. Yeah.
Any stories you want to?
You know, I thought it was interesting that the Dispatch brought up this thing about Kweku Bakon's comment on
Newsfile on Saturday
about the now. Ado Malik Kweku Bakon is a seasoned journalist, and this is his assessment of what the government is doing. I am finding it hard to assess what the government is doing because it is very confusing to me. It's very confusing to me. You see, first of all, the government of Ghana has taken multimedia to the NMC. Okay. To, as it were, resolve some disagreement. We've done a story. They disagree with it. They think we should be sanctioned for that. And so they've taken us to NMC. The problem is that this is the government of Ghana doing this. Okay. It's not an individual in government who feels that perhaps the work of a journalist has in some way caused him some damage, for which reason he seeks redress. This is the government of Ghana, representative of all Ghanaians. So on behalf of all Ghanaians, they've taken a journalist and a media house to NMC to get them sanctioned. Why? Because they disagree with the story we did. I mean, that's basically it. It's not that they can't, in their complaint, it's hard to see whether there is some ethical violation that they are pointing to. They just seem to disagree with the story. And you hear their communicators saying things like, multimedia has made the president look bad, made it look like the president is trying to disband militia with one hand and yet is growing a militia with the other. But I don't know where that came from. I mean, I didn't see that in the documentary, did you? Yeah. The only mention of the president I recall is when they said that his the DI group is run by his former bodyguard, somebody who was his bodyguard when he wasn't president.
Which is fact.
Yes. So for those who say that they are waiting for an apology for what exactly? For what exactly? For making the president look bad? Did we do that? Does the president feel that he looks bad? Really? I mean, how about the people of Ghana getting an apology for the fact that there was a militia group running in a state facility for all this time? And when we asked the presidency about it, they didn't have a clue. How about an apology for that? Would that not be fair? But instead, they've taken multimedia to the NMC, seeking to sanction multimedia. So the fourth estate is the media, right? So the first estate, if you like, the executive, has taken a member of the fourth estate to NMC.
Which in itself, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, because that's what you think, and this is what I say. You know, this is what I have discovered, and this is what you think, and that's why you're going there.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the only issue is the fact that even before a ruling comes out of the action that you have taken, you've decided to take a decision.
So what if the ruling goes against them?
Well,
what will happen then? Will they then start coming back on Joy and JoyNews? I mean, what's the end game here? What's the end game?
I don't know.
Or will they wake up one day and then say,
to the master
you know what,
strategist.
you know what, we've boycotted enough. We'll come back tomorrow morning. I don't get what exactly
I guess the
they're hoping
strategists
to achieve here.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll tell you this. I mean, I think you're right. The NMC is there for purposes like this, you know, so that if there's a disagreement, it can be resolved. And then if the media house has to, do something or has to be sanctioned, it can happen. But this is a situation where it's not an individual in government who is taking a journalist to NMC. It is the government. That's my confusion. Okay? The government is sanctioning a journalist or seeking to sanction a journalist. And this is the government run by the political party that gives itself credentials for, promoting the pluralism or whatever it is of the media, okay, for promoting media freedom, for repealing or seeking the repeal of the criminal libel law. But they are taking a journalist to task.
Well, that's because they disagree with you.
Yeah, but Mamami is the government. You see, my problem is the entity that's doing it. I
guess we wait to see how this is concluded.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if, for example, if some member of the government, maybe national security minister or whatever, felt that he had been slighted in some way by multimedia and decided to take us, but at least I would understand that the national security minister is also a Ghanaian. He has rights, and so if he feels that his rights are being violated, then it's fair for him to seek that redress. But what are the rights that a government has? That Manasseh is threatening. You get the point. So for me, that's my confusion. But I also don't get the end game. I don't see how they are going to resolve this matter.
We will see. We have to do, if we can, myjoyonline.com. Many stories on myjoyonline.com, but we'll leave that for you to okay, there we have it. Okay, so death threats against prominent journalists, something sinister is afoot, and this has to do with Manasseh Azure Awene. It's another angle to what we've been talking about. Yeah. He's been facing real security challenges, something that we don't even talk about. Also on the page, Ghana gets World Bank support to address impacts of artisanal mining and logging. UG Vice Chancellor vows to improve campus security following near fatal attack on a student. Reactionary. NCA drafts first mobile money quality of service regulations. Referees boycott NC special cap over unpaid allowances. I thought they would boycott over the violence,
Yeah, well, they want their money.
Arrested voter. Okay, so that story, is also on myjoyonline.com. The person
they plan
who wants
to declare independence on May 9. Wow.
Hey, on May 9, Wow. Okay. So we'll leave the rest of the stories for you to explore. There's also a feature, that's my opinion, living on borrowed credit. That's Nanan Sakwal. Top Australian DJ also dies in accident in Bali. And then the 10 police commissioners who could be the next IGP. We've got a full conversation here on the AM show later this morning. Just a little, some apology there. We reviewed 2 papers from yesterday, actually.
Are you really?
The Independent and the Daily Statesman. So please forgive us.
Oh, wow.
My attention was drawn. Thank you very much. Okay.
I apologize.
So if you go to the newsstands, make sure you don't buy yesterday's paper. Yes.
As if they could. Yeah, sorry about that. That was a genuine mistake there. Okay, so, well, I guess this means we can get on with sports. But look out for our big conversations later on the show. We're going to do a bit of musical chairs, try and figure out who will take the seat after the IGP.
As in, you're
leaves.
lining
That is
all
if the
10
IGP
down?
leaves.
You're
Sorry?
lining all 10 and you have 9 chairs?
Yeah, something
Okay,
like that.
that's where we'll start.
We
It
have
will be
one
nice.
chair. We have one chair.
Okay.
Yeah, so many of them will be left standing. But that is if the IGP is replaced. He might not be. And then, of course, we'll also have a bit of a conversation about Ramadan. Mama V has been speaking to the spokesperson of the chief imam. Fascinating stuff. Stay for all of it.